Hello everyone, and welcome to my first video on this YouTube channel, and I'm going to start it out with a layout tour. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to go to the back side of the layout here where we have Wellsworth Station. Here we have Percy. He's got the mail coach. Then at Wellsworth Crossing we have Trevor and then Caroline. Then we have some trees and signals as well. And then the back side of the station, here's a siding where we have diesel. And then Wellsworth has some switches that go off over there. And here we have the Crosby coal loader that came with a figure 8 set I got a while ago. But that is a Tommy Spencer there. He's at the coal loader right now. And then that viaduct goes to the other side of the layout. We'll get over there later, but here's George. And before I get too much over here, we're gonna go over to Knapford Station. This is the old style Knapford Station that I got with the Thomas and Bertie's Great Race set a couple years ago. But anyway, at Knapford Station we have Toby with Henrietta and Annie and Clarabelle, because Thomas is at the sheds right now with the other engines. And then next to Toby we have the 2013 Flying Scotsman, which apparently has become a pretty rare item, pretty sought after online. Because he was shortly discontinued after they released him. So I'm glad I picked him up when I did. He's got that classic wing. Nothing special here at Knapford Station, just 2 through lines. And then over here at the sheds, we have Harold. I have a building over here. At the turntable here we have kind of the sheds area. We have Tidmouth sheds and then I have 2 special engine sheds. But at the main sheds right now, we have Thomas, Edward, James, Henry, and Gordon. Then off to the side here, we have Sir Topham Hatt and his 2 henchmen, the 2 workmen that always follow him around. Then here's Sir Topham Hatt's house, actually, and I was gonna put it over by Wellsworth, but I thought it'd be nice to put next to Tidmouth sheds with the engines. And then over in the special engine sheds, we have my 1996 Donald and 1996 Douglas. Douglas is much more beat up though, and he does have a crooked face, which is a shame, but what are you gonna do? At the turntable here we have Murdoch, who's actually brand new to my collection, along with many other items on this layout, such as Arthur, the NW brake van, the gristmill, and then actually Lorry 1. I got back into buying more items, so I bought a good amount of them. Murdoch's got Scruffy, Fred, and the Giggling Troublesome Trucks. And then there's Butch. But then Murdoch's train ends with my 1992 Troublesome Brake Van, which is in pretty good condition for 1992, honestly. I do want to get the 94 Black Roof one, but that one is going for around $120 on eBay right now, before shipping and tax, so I'm definitely gonna have to wait that one out. I guess we'll go to the docks next. So next to the sheds we have the docks with Bill and Ben. They have the Sorter China clay cars. Lorry 1, as I said. The siding here, they have Oliver with the coal car and old style Toad. And we have Mattel Salty. We have that's Mattel Cranky the Crane, a Workman, Sorter Bait Tugboat, the gristmill. Before we get to the log loader, or the sawmill, we'll go over to Elsbridge Station, where we have Stepney and Arthur. But Arthur's good strain here. See, this is Henry's log car. This doesn't go with the sawmill. That's Henry's. And then Arthur's also got Bertram's scrap cars, Tidmouth milk tanker. And then this Stepney's pretty interesting. So this Stepney's got the wood funnel, but then he's also got name on the bottom and 2002 on the wheels. So it's almost like they were using up all of the old Stepney bodies early in the 2000s, but at the new chassis for them, and just did a re-release, I guess. I don't know if that's how it went down, but it seems like it. And at Elsbridge we have Bertie, and then the daughter and the father that came with the Great Race set. We have Elsbridge itself, the pedestrian bridge, workman that came with it. I like how this turned out. We have Wellsworth going all the way into Knapford, and then going all the way into Elsbridge. It would have been nice if it was a little bit more spread out, but I did want to put the sawmill on the layout. So it just worked better if the pedestrian bridge was on the same side as one of the other stations. But leaving Elsbridge, here we have Mavis behind the docks with my 3 great troublesome trucks, and then the NW brake van. That troublesome truck's from 96, this one's from 97, and then this one is from 2001. This one's a bit more beat up. It's hard to find them for cheap and good condition. But then Mavis's line just loops back to where Murdoch is. And I guess we'll go to the Viaduct now. So on the Viaduct here, I believe this is the Tidmouth covered bridge. I could be wrong. This is the clickety-clack version. But then on the Viaduct as well, we have the Soder Bay Bridge that came with the Great Race set. Derek's on. He's pulling a goods train. He has the Soder Tarn fuel tankers, the Brandon Bay cargo car, and then the caboose. Down below the Viaduct, we have, that's the 94 round roof duck. He's got the sawmill car that actually came with the sawmill dumping depot. And then over here, this track's actually not finished because I ran out of female adapters, but I did order more on eBay so that I could finish this. It's just because these V-switches make for some awkward connections with certain destinations, especially this one, obviously. And I ran out of adapters for this layout, so I had to order some more. Then here's the sawmill, which is definitely a great item. Definitely glad I got it. I have a crayon mark there. eBay items, you know. Then we have some trees off to the side. This is the old style windmill. And actually here's a 94 Terrence. I do want to get the black wheeled one, but it's hard to find it for cheap with the treads. Because I definitely want to get, if I'm going to buy another Terrence, I definitely want one with the treads. Not one without. I think that pretty much covers it. I think that pretty much is the whole layout. If I missed anything, you could just maybe see in this overlook here. But that's going to conclude this first video. I want to do a collection video, and then I also want to do a narrow gauge layout and some other videos as well, but this is going to be my first one. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.